911, what is your emergency?
I'm at North Olmsted, Ohio, Giant Eagle. Someone just stabbed a kid and a lady in the parking lot. I'm watching him walk away right now. He's got a knife in his hand.
Okay, is it a white male or black male?
Looks like black male.
And he stabbed the female and the child?
And a minor. Yeah, child. They're doing first aid right now.
Okay, and what's he wearing?
Black shirt, black pants.
It was an ordinary afternoon on June 3rd, 2024 in North Olmsted, Ohio, a quiet town in the suburbs of Cleveland where families went about their routines without expecting the worst. Margot Wood, 38, was pushing a shopping cart with her son Julian, just 3 years old, after a visit to the Giant Eagle supermarket. But in a matter of seconds, tranquility turned into horror. A woman named Bianca Ellis attacked mother and son with a stolen knife in an act that became one of the greatest tragedies in North Olmsted. Julian Wood, affectionately called Juju by his family, was a 3-year-old boy who could brighten any room. Born in 2021, he lived with his parents, Jared and Margot Wood, his baby sister, and his older brother in North Olmsted, a community of 32,000 known for its safety. Julian was described as a sweet boy with a spontaneous personality and a passion for dinosaurs in the color green. Photos shared on GoFundMe show Julian running in parks, hugging his parents, and playing with his favorite toys, always with a mischievous smile. He was our angel, our light, the family said in a statement. Margot Wood, 38, was described as a devoted and very loving mother. On the afternoon of June 3rd, 2024, she took Julian to the Giant Eagle on Lorraine Road for a routine task, shopping. Julian, sitting in the cart, was likely observing the world with his childlike curiosity. Nothing indicated that this moment would be the last of his short life. Bianca Ellis, the other central figure in this case, was a woman with a history of mental instability for several years. Born in Cleveland, she was 32 at the time of the incident. Her life was marked by encounters with the police and signs of mental health issues. In February 2024, while at the women's shelter in Cleveland, Ellis claimed to have killed a woman in Bakersfield, California, and said she wanted to kill someone and eat their flesh. For those who don't know, the women's shelter is an emergency shelter for women in vulnerable situations, including those facing homelessness, domestic violence, or other crises. It offers services such as temporary housing, food, clothing, assistance in finding permanent housing, and social support. Unlike other shelters, the women's shelter does not impose many requirements or restrictions on those seeking help, making access easier for people in vulnerable situations. At the time Bianca made these statements, the Cleveland police decided to check whether they were true. They contacted the authorities in Bakersfield, who reported that Bianca's entire account appeared to be false. There was no record of a missing woman matching the description Bianca gave, and no crime in which the victim had the same characteristics. Everything indicated that the story had been fabricated. After that, the Cleveland authorities decided it was best to admit Bianca for a psychiatric evaluation, but the results of that evaluation were not disclosed. What is known is that she was released shortly afterward. In March 2024, Bianca was detained in Kissimmee, Florida. On that occasion, she was charged with trespassing at a hotel. Homeless, she asked to be arrested, saying, "I'm not from here, I'm on vacation." Body camera footage shows her cooperating with the police but asking to take her belongings with her. On May 29, 2024, days before the crime, Bianca was again detained in North Olmsted for violating her probation after committing theft in the city of Rocky River. Sitting in a wheelchair near a Walmart, she provided her information to the police, who discovered she had an outstanding arrest warrant.
Hello. Hi. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm going over here to the bus stop.
You're okay though? Somebody called because they were concerned about you.
Yeah, I kind of get lightheaded from my medicine.
5221, I'm out. Do you need assistance at all? Or you need an ambulance or anything? Are you feeling all right?
No, but I think the temperature is just getting to be just right.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you just so I can tell them that you're all right? Thank you. Copy. All right, Bianca, you know you got warrants. Girl, I don't know. know. They're
probably for here, yeah.
Yeah, so we gotta check on those, all right? You got anything crazy on you? No guns, knives, drugs, bombs, nothing like that? All right, I'm gonna cuff you in the front, okay? That's fair? Go ahead, face me for a second. Right here. Thank you, ma'am. I don't want to pinch you.
After being detained, a magistrate recommended a psychiatric evaluation and, if necessary, hospitalization for treatment. However, Judge Brian Hagan released her on May 31st without any evaluation, citing a lack of resources. This decision would prove very costly to society, and especially to Julian Wood's family. In June 2024, at 2:44 p.m., Bianca Ellis entered the North Olmsted Police Department to complain about belongings not returned after her May 29th arrest. The sergeant informed her that the officer responsible was not present at the time. Bianca, apparently frustrated, left the location at 2:48 p.m. Security cameras captured her walking toward the Volunteers of America, a charity shop on Lorraine Road. There, she stole 2 kitchen knives. No one noticed the theft. At 2:58 p.m., Bianca entered the Giant Eagle located next to the charity shop. Surveillance footage shows her holding a knife in plain view following Margot Wood, 38, and her son Julian, 3, inside the supermarket. Margot, pushing the cart with Julian, was doing her routine shopping. At 3 p.m. in the supermarket parking lot, Bianca attacked. Without any prior interaction, she struck Julian multiple times with a knife while he was in the cart. Most of the blows hit the boy's face and back. Margot, trying to pull her son from the cart in an attempt to save him, was injured in the shoulder. Witnesses' screams alerted others in the supermarket, who desperately called the police to report the incident.
911, what is your emergency?
There's a lady with a knife stabbing somebody in the north.
Where?
The Giant Eagle.
She's stabbing somebody? Do you have a description of her?
Yeah, she's a black female. We got eyes on her. She's walking towards Lorraine.
Oh, she's outside now?
She's outside walking.
Okay.
With a knife in hand.
This is going to be a black female walking towards
Black
Lorraine
female
Road with a knife.
all black.
Is anybody injured?
Yeah, somebody's injured. I think this kid was stabbed in the mother's shoulder.
I'm at North Olmsted, Ohio, Giant Eagle. Someone just stabbed a kid and a lady in the parking lot.
Okay, straight out from the main entrance?
Yeah, straight out from the main entrance.
White, black?
I'm watching him walk away right now. He's got a knife in his hand.
Okay, is it a white male or black male?
Looks like black male.
And he stabbed the female and the child?
And a minor. Yeah, child. They're doing first aid right now.
Okay, an officer just pulled up there. And is he still walking?
Yeah, he's still walking.
Which way is he walking?
He's walking east.
Eastbound?
Eastbound.
And what's he wearing?
Black shirt, black pants.
The police quickly arrived at the scene and found Bianca Ellis walking on Dover Center Road, still holding the bloodied knife in her hands. She was arrested without resistance. Paramedics tried to save Julian, performing chest compressions and rushing him to the hospital, but unfortunately Julian did not survive and was pronounced dead at St. John Medical Center. Margot, the boy's mother, sustained non-life-threatening injuries which were treated at the hospital. The scene with the overturned cart and blood on the pavement shocked those who were in the supermarket. The police classified the attack as random, since Bianca did not know Julian or his family. She simply decided to attack the boy without reason. The North Olmsted Police, led by Detective Sergeant Matthew Beck, immediately launched an investigation. Surveillance footage from Giant Eagle and Volunteers of America confirmed that Bianca had stolen the knives minutes before the attack and followed Margot and Julian inside the supermarket. The knife found with her was sent for forensic analysis, along with her clothing and other evidence. Julian's autopsy, conducted by the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office, confirmed death from multiple stab wounds to the face and back, which caused severe hemorrhaging. The investigation quickly revealed Bianca Ellis's history. In February 2024, she was admitted in Cleveland after claiming a false homicide in Bakersfield. In March, she was detained in Florida for trespassing. On May 29th, she was released without a psychiatric evaluation, despite having a warrant for probation violation. These systemic failures were criticized by James David Vance, who at the time was a senator and is now the Vice President of the United States. At the time, Vance called for the resignation of Judge Brian Hagan. The police also investigated possible hate crime motives but found no evidence of racial or personal motivation. The conclusion was that the attack was completely random, committed by someone with serious mental health issues who should have been under treatment. The case received national attention, and many sympathized with the Wood family's loss. On June 5, 2024, a grand jury in Cuyahoga County indicted Bianca Ellis on 10 charges. These included aggravated murder, 2 counts of murder, and 2 counts of attempted murder. Also included were 2 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of endangering children, 1 of evidence tampering, and 1 of petty theft. Subsequently, the case was transferred from the Rocky River Municipal Court to the Cuyahoga County Court of Common Pleas and was presided over by Judge Nancy Russo. At the June 10th hearing, Bianca left everyone outraged by smiling and rocking in her chair while the charges were read. Jared Wood, Julian's father, was present at the hearing and said that Bianca had taken everything from him and his wife, requesting the maximum bail for her. At the end of the hearing, the presiding judge set bail at $5 million. This bail was not paid, and Bianca Ellis remained in custody. In July 2024, her attorneys, Fernando Mack and Carlos Johnson, claimed she was unable to assist in her defense due to psychiatric disorders. After a 20-day evaluation at North Coast Behavioral Health Care, Bianca was deemed incompetent to stand trial, but with the possibility of restoration through medication. In September 2024, Judge John Russo ordered injectable antipsychotic medication, despite Bianca's refusal. In February 2025, after months of treatment, Bianca was declared competent to stand trial. The trial, initially scheduled for December 9, 2024, was postponed to July 14, 2025, and later to October 1, 2025, due to the exchange of evidence. The defense intends to plead not guilty by reason of insanity, but the severity of the crime makes the death penalty a possibility. Julian Wood's death had a significant impact on North Olmsted. The family created a GoFundMe campaign, raising over $270,000 to cover the funeral and Margot's recovery. On June 8, 2024, the community organized a funeral mass at St. Charles Borromeo Church. After the ceremony, there was a walk to Sunset Memorial Park, where Julian was laid to rest. Residents wore green and held toy dinosaurs, reflecting Julian's passion for dinosaurs. In October 2024, a mural featuring a green dinosaur was painted near the Giant Eagle supermarket. The mural was created by Arlen Graff, a renowned Brazilian muralist who lives in North Olmsted with his wife and their 3-year-old son. Arlen Graff considered this project a labor of love due to his personal connection to the tragedy. He had previously created various murals, including some for major brands like Nike, Netflix, and BMW. Arlen said he had avoided the Giant Eagle supermarket since the crime, but felt he should do something to help the city heal during such a difficult time. The work was entirely voluntary, and several people and businesses in the city contributed by donating paint and other equipment for the mural's completion. The design was inspired by Julian's love of dinosaurs and the color green, and it was titled "His Favorite Color is Green and He Loves Dinosaurs." All right, everyone, that was today's case. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.